Okay, so hi everyone, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to this live stream on Unacademy Computer Science. So yeah, hi everyone, hi all of you. Let me know in the chat box, how are you people doing? So I hope you all are doing pretty good. Hey Aditya, hi, welcome to the live stream. Yes, so yeah, hi everyone. So yeah, let me know everyone, how are you all doing? And just first of all, do one thing very quickly, share out this live stream with your friends, okay? So that they can even join in this live stream, and we can further proceed in with whatever we have planned in for today, okay? Just everyone, let your friends know to join this live stream as soon as possible. So yeah, welcome everyone over here. How are you all doing? Let me know in the chat box, guys. Okay, great. So yeah, all of you. So as you might have checked out already the topic which we were having in for today, and that is your discussion about your list, tuples, dictionaries, and sets. Okay. Now listen to me. Whenever you are going in the Python programming language, these are one of the most important topic to be taken care of and even to be further proceeded with. Okay, this is one of the most important topics which we have over here. So first of all, I will request everyone to be ready with your notebook and pen. Okay, be ready with your laptops and the IDEs open into your laptops. Okay, just be very quick, all of you. I'm just giving you 1-2 minutes of time to go through that. Until the time, I guess everyone might join also. So yeah, whoever has joined, guys, just to quickly drop me a hi in the chat box so that I get to know that you are here. Okay, just very quickly drop me a yes in the chat box or hi in the chat box if you all are here. Okay. Okay, so even apart from that, even about like we'll be starting today over this keywords and identifiers, and we'll be moving on to the list, tuple, set, and dictionaries. But except that, also I have one thing to tell you all, and that is from today I'm starting out special classes too on for you all. So into those special classes, we will be discussing and learning about your machine learning. Okay, that is what we will be starting on to the special classes. Okay, so yeah, you people can join in from your students app of Unacademy. Today the class will be at 9 p.m. where we'll be starting on with the machine learning for your GATE 2024 DS and AI. Okay, so that is what we'll be starting in from today on to the special class. Make sure that you are listening to me very carefully what I'm trying to say. On to the live sessions on YouTube, we'll be going with the Python programming language and talking about your special classes onto your app. So that will be your machine learning will be starting in. Right, so if you are clear with that, just drop me a yes in the chat box so that you like I can get it. Okay, you are clear with the same. Okay, very good evening, Shivam. Very good evening. Okay, okay, hash. Okay, it is hashed SD. Okay, fine. Okay, okay, let's proceed. Let's start in with the things, guys, and then slowly and gradually only we'll be discussing a lot of things in between only. Okay, let's get started up here. So, first of all, I'll let you know about, see, the keywords and identifiers. This will take just 2 minutes for me to cover in for you. Okay, so not more than 2-3 minutes it will require. So, yeah, talking about your keywords. So, you know, in Python programming language, total you are having 33 keywords. Okay, but there is one thing very special about these 33 keywords which you have in Python. So, the special thing is ki except true, false, and none. These are the three keywords: true, false, and none. So, except these three keywords, all the other keywords are in the lower case, are in the small letters. You will see when you will see the chart of the keywords, total 33, I'll show you once. So, you will see now the true, false, and none have their first letters as capital. So, apart from these three, there is no other keyword which is having up their first letter as capital also. So remember these two things. There are total 33 keywords in Python, and except true, false, and none, there are all the keywords which are into the small letters. So see, this is the chart which I was talking about. So into this chart, just check out the first three. You are having false, none, and true. So F, N, and T, the first letter for all the threes are in capitals. Now, but except that, rest everything is in small letters. You check out for all of the others. So for all of the others, the first character and even all of the characters are in the small only. Okay, so this is one thing which you should note down, and this is one thing which you should very clearly see as well over here. For keywords, there are these three which are having up their first letter as capital. Okay. Yeah, very good evening, Bhanu. Very good evening. Great. So just note that down even for you as well, so as to make in your notes and remember it afterwards also. Now, remember yesterday we were talking about ki, let's say I have a variable and you store a value in that variable or some things like that, right? So those are your identifiers. So whenever you are having a variable and into that you are storing up a value, that is also known as your identifier. Fine. So identifiers, these are just the second names for your variables. Nothing different, right? And there are a few rules for you as well. There are few rules for you to remember for the identifiers. Okay. Okay, Aditya, I have to remember all keywords. No, Aditya doesn't need you have to sit down and maybe mug up all the keywords. Okay. Slowly and gradually, when you will be coding, slowly and gradually when you will be doing the practical implementations and rest of the things, na, automatically you will get to know about the keywords. So it's not you have to sit down and remember. It's just you can just once see the complete list, and then and there further it will be maybe done for you. Okay, so that's the method. Great. Talking about your rules for the identifiers, so see, there are 5 rules which you have to make sure every single time when you are declaring a variable. When you're making a variable, you have to make sure that you are remembering up these rules for the identifiers. Okay. The very first is a variable cannot start with a digit. Okay, now just what I'll do, I'll just very quickly once open the Google Colab also over here. Just give me a minute. Till the time I request you all as well to just open up your Google Colabs. Okay, let's make a new notebook. So, you know, like, why are these rules important for you to remember? Because many times it happens that whenever we are writing a variable, declaring a variable, so these things come up in between, right? Or many times it happens that we are not able to very clearly understand what it is all about and why am I getting the error, and we slightly make these uh, simple mistakes. So just to avoid all of those, we simply go ahead and like know about these rules for the same. Okay, so Unacademy, it's 26, right? 10, 23. Great. So like what I am going to do, I'm going to just give you a very quick example. Okay, Shivam, different between Shivam, as I said, ki variables are the other name for the identifiers, or you can say identifiers are the other name for the variables. It's just the same, right? If you go with a very technical name, so it is the identifiers. Otherwise, the simple names are just your variables. Nothing more than that. Okay. Height expert will come. So yeah, as I was talking, you remember yesterday we were writing num1 and the thing. Let's say I wrote num1 is equal to 20. So num1 will be my identifier or my variable, right? But now moving further, if I write here one num is equal to 80. Now this one num is wrong because you have a rule ki identifier or variables, they cannot start with a digit. But what are you doing here? You are writing and starting a variable name with a digit. So this will result you error. If I am going to run this out now, so what it will show me that invalid decimal literal, because it's not allowed for you to do the same, right? So that is one thing you have to make sure always you are remembering the same. Okay, tech expert नाम next line कैसे print करते हैं tuple में. Okay, tech expert, just allow me 15 minutes of time. Okay, we will be coming on to the tuples in next 15 minutes. Then only I'll be answering out your question. Okay, just allow me some time. Great, first rule is done. Second, it can be of any length. So identifiers can be of any length. You can just write a is equal to 90. A also you can define, and you can say that my okay, we just write my number, right? And you can just find as 40. This won't give you any error. So identifier can be of any length. Okay, now that doesn't stops it out of anything. Okay. Third is keywords cannot be used. So remember I showed you a list of the keywords, these. So you cannot use any of these keywords as an identifier. You cannot use, right? Let's say we are having a keyword as from. Okay. What I would do, I would just write here from is equal to 80. I would just put equal to sign. I would just comment this line now. And now when I would run, now see what I'll get. I'll get invalid syntax. And the reason is because from is a keyword. And the rule is very clearly stated that keywords cannot be identifiers. So remember that whatever the variable, whatever the identifier you are making that except these 33 keywords. Okay, whatever the identifier you make sure you are not including any of these keywords, any of these 33 keywords as an identifier. Okay, fine. Special symbols not allowed. Now see, you cannot use special symbols in any of the identifiers. You cannot use like that, right? If I just write one hash is equal to 20. So no, this is wrong. This won't result me anything. This will result me a error. Sorry, hash will make it a comment. I'm sorry. One, let's say I wrote and, right? Now see, this will result me error because this is not allowed in Python programming. You cannot use a special symbol, but here is one exception. Underscores are always allowed. You can use underscores while defining your variables. If I write underscore like this, so yes, this is allowed completely. Okay. So that's the thing. This underscore, this is the one which is actually being used out for you as a special symbol only. Apart from this, none other special symbols are allowed in your declaring of the identifier. And last can be combination. It means that you can combine, you can use alphabets, you can use number, you can use underscore, you can combine everything and make one identifier. That is also allowed, right? Only one thing is not allowed, and that is key. There are few things which are not allowed. Those are, first of all, digits are not allowed in the starting, right? You cannot take a keyword as an identifier, you cannot use a special symbol except underscore as an identifier. And yeah, that is all. What are a few things to be taken care of. Rest you can just declare your this particular identifier or variable according to your choice, according to your wish. Okay, so yes, just give me a quick confirmation, everyone. Are we clear with what are the rules for following the identifiers? What you have to make sure once you are going through or making your identifiers? Are we clear with everything? Yeah, Shivam, underscore is allowed. Underscore is allowed. Except underscore, nothing is allowed as a special symbol. Okay, Mayank, I am Shambhavi Gupta, and I am one of the youngest data science educators. I am in this education field from the last 3 years. I have trained around more than 80,000 students with all over 176 countries in the world. And yeah, I am actually, my main field of expertise is data science, Python, AI. These are my main field of expertise, and yeah, that is all about me. Yeah, Shivam, underscore this one. This is the underscore. Okay, great, fine, pretty okay, fine, everyone. See, now we are clear with keywords, we are clear with the identifiers too, right? Now what I'll do, I'll quickly give you an exercise to solve. Tell me about this first. Can this be an identity? Let me know it is a valid identifier or an invalid identifier. Tell me very quickly. For is a valid identifier or an invalid identifier? Okay, no, invalid, invalid. For is invalid. Okay, and the reason for the same, guys? Drop me the answer with the reason why it is an invalid. Invalid being a keyword. Yeah, absolutely right, Mayank. For is a keyword, so it is an invalid. Absolutely right. Going with the 95W, is it a valid identifier or an invalid identifier? Is it a valid or an invalid? 95W. So is 95W and 9 underscore P. Okay, fine, Mayank. For 95W, 9 underscore P invalid. Okay. Rest everyone, be quick in answering out your answers because it is a keyword. Okay. Aditya invalid, Shivam invalid. Perfect. 95W is invalid. The reason is because it is starting with a digit, and keywords or variables cannot start with a digit as the root. Go with the third one, X underscore Y. Is it a valid or an invalid? X underscore Y. Be quick. X underscore Y. Is it a valid or an invalid? Okay, it is a valid. Rest. Yes, rest everyone. Be quick in answering out, guys. We have to proceed in further with the list, tuples, and the things. It's valid. Okay, yeah, absolutely right, guys. X underscore Y and underscore AB both are valid. And going with 9 underscore P. So 9 underscore P is again invalid because 9 is a digit and variables or identifiers can't start with a digit, right? Perfect. So we are done with the keywords and identifiers. So now let's proceed in further and now go with here the data types and the typecasting. Now this is one of the most important topics of your Python. Okay, now I'll be letting you know about the different data types which we have in the Python, and even I will let you know what is typecasting, okay, and where it is used, right? Everything will be seen out. So data types you all know. Okay, what are data types? It is that what kind of data you are having up into your variables, right? What kind of a data you have into your variables. That is what is known as a data type. Now, under Python, we are having 5 categories of data, right? We are having numeric data, we are having dictionaries, we are having Boolean, set, and a sequence type. These are the 5 categories of data which we are having. Now, numeric and sequence types are further subdivided as well. So, numeric is having integers, complex number, float, and sequence type is having strings, list, tuples, right? So these are the data types which we have in the Python programming language. Today we will be in detail seeing about the list, tuples, right? Strings we will take up into a separate video, into a separate live session, because a string is as well a vast topic into its own self. So this really needs out a different kind of a session to be taken off, right? So that we'll be taking in maybe tomorrow, okay, or day after tomorrow, whatever it suits out. But for now, remember, key for the sequence type, we are having strings, list, tuples. Numeric is containing your integers, complex number, floats. Apart from that, you're having dictionaries, booleans, and sets. These are data types which you have. I request everyone to note that down at your end, guys, because it's really very important for you to understand. Now, before seeing about the list, tuples in detail, I would love to have a quick talk about what is typecasting. So like many times what happens when we are writing any program, when we are doing any analysis or any kind of a thing like that, we require converting one data type to another. Okay, it is required key we have to convert one data type to the other data type. Okay, so conversion of the one data type to another data type is known as your typecasting. Now, there are two types of typecasting. One is your implicit typecasting and second one is your explicit typecasting. Okay, Aditya, what is data type? Aditya, data type is something whenever you are having up a variable, right? So to that variable, what do? You just very simply go ahead and you put down the kind of a data, you store a kind of a data into that, right? Like let's say for the example, I would just let you know an example here very quickly. Okay, you are having num underscore 1. This is a variable, right? And 20 is a data which you are giving to that. So 20, what it is? It is actually the data and it is an integer data, right? So that is what is the data type, right? So this 20 is a number consisting of integer. So integer is my data type. So it means that what kind of data you are storing up into your variables over here. Okay, just give me a minute, everyone. Okay, just allow me a minute, guys. Yeah, so just give me a minute, everyone. Okay, great. So yeah, we were talking about your this particular thing, that is your typecasting, right? So we need to understand ki what do you have, this implicit and the explicit, these two type of typecasting or type conversions we need to understand in detail, right? Now moving up further, guys, I would let you know in detail ki what do you understand or what do you exactly mean the implicit and the explicit type conversions. Okay, Aditya, which type of data is stored in a variable that is called data type? Yeah, absolutely right, Aditya. That the kind of a data you are storing in the variable, na, that is only your data type. Absolutely. Okay. Let me once give you one more example. So, one second. So see, as here A is a variable and into that we are storing 90. Right? That is key, we are storing 90 as an integer data type into my variable A. So yeah, this is absolutely right definition, Aditya, which you wrote up over here. So yeah, everyone, first of all, just quickly let me know, am I clear up till this particular place to all of you? Shall we proceed with the detail of implicit and explicit type conversions? Just be very quick, guys. Shall we proceed in with the implicit and explicit type conversion in detail? Guys, if you haven't shared out this live stream up till now with your friends, do share that very quickly with your friends so that they can also come and maybe go ahead and check out this live stream into which we cover about the Python for your GATE DS 2024. Right? So I request everyone to please share out this live stream to your friends as soon as possible. Okay? And even as I told you all, from today itself I am starting out the special classes too. So you can join me on to that special class with your apps. Okay? So there what you will be starting on with the machine learning over there. So as I repeat, on YouTube channel we will be going with the Python programming language, and in the special classes I will be taking machine learning for you all. Okay, so machine learning, and again that machine learning for your GATE, DS and AI 2024. Okay, so yeah, let's proceed in. So as I was talking about the implicit type conversions, right? Great. Now, you know what happens? Okay, I'll let you know with the help of a program only. Acha, let me know one thing. Whenever we try to add an integer and a float value, integer value is, let's say, 40. Okay, and float is 20.7. So as a result, what I would get 60.7 as my answer, right? So why always do this particular thing happen? What I mean to say is, whenever we are adding a integer and a float value, right? Whenever we are adding an integer and a float value, why always as a result we get 60.7 as a float value? So whenever you have seen any program adding an integer and a float, you always get the result as a float value, right? So why does that happen? So that is key, one data type is converting to another data type automatically, right? As a result, because I didn't mention that I want the answer as integer or float, but automatically it is giving me the float as a result, right? So now what's the reason behind that? Why does this thing happens, right? What is the reason about the same? Fine. So let's write a quick program and see how these things work and what is the reason about that. Acha, one more thing, there is a function that is d type. Okay, that d type function helps you to find what is the data type of a variable or of the value which is stored in your variable. Let's say I wrote a is equal to, and I just wrote Shambhavi. Okay, now next what I do, I would just try to find a data type, right? So I would just write print, okay, one second, print d type, and in the bracket I would write a, because I want to find a data type which is stored in the variable a. So if I run, okay, name d type is not, okay, one second, okay, give me a minute guys, one second, let me remove the print statement first of all. Okay, okay, one second, let me see what is happening. Okay, okay, right, so actually we just use a d type function only to find the data type in Python, what kind of a data type it is used. It just allow me a minute, I'm just writing the code once again. Okay, okay, actually what happened now, previously it was d type. Previously the function which we used to use is was a d type, right? But now actually what is has been converted. So many times it happens ki the things are being changed and the function names are also changing, right? So I would just give it a try once with the type as well, type and in the bracket a. Okay, one second, now if I try to run this, okay, now it is cool. So yeah, remember you will be using type over here. Okay, so yeah, type str. So str, that is my string. So it is telling me that into my variable a, I am having up the data type as str, right? So yes, absolutely right. Yeah, I mean today class was late. It started at 7:30 because of a few reasons. So yeah, it started at 7:30 today instead of 7. Great. So yeah, this type thing, and here we are having this class as a str. Right now, as I was talking about the implicit type conversions over here with you people. So I would take my variable as let's say I would take 1. Okay, and into that I'm storing an integer value which is, let's say, 27. Okay, and I'm taking another variable which is 2, and into that I'm storing another value which is, let's say, 30.2. Okay, now what I'm doing, I'm just trying to add, right? So I would just do addition, addition is equal to 1 plus 2, and I would print here the result as addition, right? That is one only thing which we needed to do. Now at running, you all know I will get the result in the float which is 57.2, except integers which we will be getting 57.2 as a result, right? Now how come this result we are getting? Did we mention that we want in the float value, or did we mention that we want in the integers? No, not at all, right? So now I will let you know the reason as well. So just let me increase this. So see here, if you are able to see this complete chart, so this is a lower to higher rank chart of all the data types which we have in the Python, right? So implicit type conversions, where we say it is one data type is converted to another automatically. So all of these things happens up from this particular chart only. Okay, it's happened from this respective chart. So it means that if you are having two data types with you, integer let's say and the float, So whichever data type will be having the higher rank, उस पर्टिकुलर डेटा टाइप में तुम्हारा रिजल्ट यहाँ पे ऑटोमेटिकली कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, राइट? दैट इज वन थिंग. अगेन आई विल से, लिसन टू मी वेरी 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 केयरफुली बिकॉज दिस इज वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है, whenever you are having two data, तुम्हारे पास जब भी दो डेटा टाइप्स हैं, ओके, उन दोनों डेटा टाइप्स में से तुम्हारा जो भी पहला डेटा टाइप है और जो दूसरा डेटा टाइप है जिसकी भी रैंकिंग हाई होगी, जो भी ज्यादा हाई रैंक का होगा, उस डेटा टाइप में तुम्हारा फाइनल रिजल्ट तुमको मिल जाएगा. ओके, सो हियर यू आर हैविंग इंटीजर, राइट? इंटीजर इज ऑन टू द सेकंड पोजीशन फ्रॉम लोअर टू हायर and float is on to the sixth position from lower to higher. तो बहुत ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि ऑटोमेटिकली ये तुम्हारा फ्लोट में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा क्योंकि फ्लोट की रैंक हाई है इंटीजर के कंपैरिजन में. अगर तुम यहाँ पे कोई ऐसा वेरिएबल लेते हो जिसकी वैल्यू की डेटा टाइप उसका डबल है और एक का डेटा टाइप लॉन्ग इंट है, तो ऑब्वियसली तुम्हारा जो रिजल्ट है वो तुमको डबल डेटा टाइप में मिलेगा. सिंपल से रूल है, जिसकी भी पोजीशन हाई होगी उस पर्टिकुलर डेटा टाइप में तुम्हारा फाइनल आउटपुट कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. ठीक है, एम आई क्लियर विद दिस टू एवरीवन? Am I clear with this to everyone? Yeah, absolutely. This is called as typecasting or type conversion, whatever you say. Am I clear with this, everyone, to you all? About the implicit type conversion, and I hope you got the answer key. Why whenever you always try to add an integer and a float, you always get float as a result, not an integer. Okay, Dheeraj. What about the rest, guys? Be quick in answering me in the chat box so that even I get the answers. Okay, are you people clear or not? Okay, Shivam. Okay, Aditya. I guess the timing has actually been changed, so might a few people haven't joined in today, I guess. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, fine, Kirat, fine. Next, we're having the explicit type conversion. So this is ki whenever you want to convert one data type to another onto your own. Okay. In that case, you use the explicit type conversion. So whenever you want to do it onto your own, again I am saying. Okay. Now I will just show you the example. What does this own mean? So the thing. So wait a minute. Okay. Okay, first of all, before that, I will ask you a question. Okay, I'll just let you know one thing over here. We are having, let's say, A as 1, 2, 3 and B as 20. Okay, can anyone let me know what will be the result, what will be the output if I add A and B? What will be the result if I add A plus B? Any answers in the chat box? Tell me what will be the result if I add A and B? Tell me little quickly, everyone, what will be the result if I add A and B? Okay, concatenation. Dheeraj says, Jyoti says error. Kirat says ASCII table. Okay, ASCII table. Shivam says error. Okay. Aditya, I can't. Okay. So listen, ये आपका result जो होगा that will be error. ठीक है, absolutely. Jyoti and Shivam were absolutely right. Yes, this will be a type error. और error इसलिए है क्योंकि स्ट्रिंग और इंटीजर को तुम एक साथ नहीं जोड़ सकते. यू कांट ऐड अ स्ट्रिंग एंड एन इंटीजर, राइट. As said by Dheeraj, concatenation is allowed, but when you are having two strings, okay, whenever you are having two strings, in that concatenation is allowed, ठीक है. But once you are having one string and one integer, no concatenation, no addition, nothing. Simply the error will come as a result. Okay? Yes. So now, अब अगर मेरे पास ऐसा क्वेश्चन आता है, तो how will I add these two things? So this is the place where your explicit type conversion will come into the role. This is where your explicit type conversion will help you out. So what I would do, I would convert the first data type, that is a variable, into an integer. मैं इसको integer में convert कर दूंगी. अब कैसे करते हैं, I'll show you. I would just write a, जो मेरा variable था, I would just write that only. उसके बाद I would write कि in which data type I want to convert. मुझे integer में convert करना है. और अब मुझे किस variable को convert करना है, मुझे a को convert करना है, right? And that it is done. अब क्या होगा इसके बाद, इसके बाद मुझे अपना addition मिलेगा 123 और 20 का. So this step जो मैंने यूज किया है, ये है मेरा explicit type conversion, ठीक है. So इस तरीके से you convert one data type to the other data type. This is the method of converting. So ऐसा you use whenever you are having any respective kind of a situation, kind of a thing or anything like that. So वहाँ पे आप इसको now you can use it very easily, right? अब maybe किसी के दिमाग में क्वेश्चन आएगा कि क्या हम लोग ने सिर्फ a जो है उसको इंटीजर में क्यों किया, हम b को स्ट्रिंग में भी तो कर सकते हैं. So yes, you can convert b in the strings also. I will show you how. तो यहाँ पे b को मैं स्ट्रिंग में कन्वर्ट करूँ अगर, तो b str और अगेन b, ठीक है. और अब मैं इसको रन कर देती हूँ. तो अब मुझे क्या मिला, अब यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, यहाँ पे हुआ है concatenation. ये भी स्ट्रिंग है, इसको भी मैंने स्ट्रिंग में कन्वर्ट कर दिया. तो अब 1 2 3 2 0, इसको बोलते हैं concatenation. धीरज, जो तुम you were talking about this at that time when I asked you the question. So this is known as your concatenation. जब दो स्ट्रिंग्स एक साथ ऐड हो जाती है. So I hope this is pretty clear to everyone. कि how do you do the explicit type conversion, what is the method of doing the explicit type conversion, and how easily you can do this. Are we clear with the same to each and every one of you over here about the explicit type conversions? Be very quick guys in answering, because further we have to proceed on to the list and tuples now. Yes, tell me, are we clear? Yes, tell me everyone, are we clear with the explicit type conversion also? Okay, Dheeraj. What rest? Okay, Shivam. Okay, great. Now let's start on with your list. As I said in the very starting only, lists are your basic data structures. The advanced ones are your stacks, queues, right? Those all we will be seeing in a short while, maybe after 2-3 more days. But for now we will be seeing the very basic data types that are your list. Okay? Okay, Bhanu. Okay, Jyoti, fine everyone, fine. Before starting with the list, I would let you know one more thing again, कि on to the YT live sessions, YouTube live sessions, we are covering your Python programming language. But if you want to learn about the machine learning, so I request ki you all can join in to me onto the special classes with your student app, and there we will be starting on with your series of this machine learning over there, right? Am I clear with this as well, everyone? So into the description only now you will get a link, everyone, where you can just go ahead and check me out over there. Okay, so you are having in the description, you are having up the link as well for joining me over there onto the special class today at 9 p.m. So remember the time is 9 p.m. So yeah, if you want to start on with the machine learning parallelly, you can join me over there. Okay, let's go with the list over here. Fine. So see, if we start on over here, so lists are one of the data structures which are used to store multiple values in one single variable. Okay, again listen. Lists are the data structures which are used to store multiple values in one single variable. It means that ki up till now, what we were doing, we are having A and into A I stored string. We are having B and into B I stored again other integer. Right? Now, what if I want to store integers, string, float, all these kind of values in one single variable only? Yes, Bhanu, today at 9 p.m. only. Yes, absolutely, Bhanu, today at 9 p.m. So what if I want to store strings, integer, floats, everything in one single variable? That is where your list comes into the role. Okay, I would just define my underscore list. Lists are always denoted with the large brackets. Yes, absolutely, Nishu. You can store different data types in the list. I would show you right away. Okay, so lists are denoted by large brackets, the very first thing. Okay? Second is I would store different values. Let's say I have a number as 65. Okay. Next I have this string somewhat. Let's say I want to store a string. Let's say Python. Okay. Then I want to store as maybe a float value. So I would just say 23.9. Again, I want to put some strings into that, and let's say I am writing learning. Then maybe I want some integer 76. Right? Let's say this is all what I want. So what I would do, I would just go down, and now if I try to print my underscore list, it will simply result me the complete list which I have printed as 65 Python this. Okay. Repeat. Okay, ठीक है. Repeat in the same. So, lists are the type of data structures into which you can store different data types in one single variable. जब आप बहुत सारे अलग अलग डेटा टाइप्स को एक वेरिएबल में स्टोर कर सकते हो, that is called as your list. ठीक है? लिस्ट आप हमेशा लार्ज ब्रैकेट्स की हेल्प से डिनोट करते हो. ये लार्ज ब्रैकेट्स जो कि मैंने यहाँ पे मेंशन करे हैं. ठीक है? Perfect. Same as structures and C. हाँ right भानु, same as your structures in the C programming language. अब देखो मैंने यहाँ पे क्या क्या किया. मैंने यहाँ पे इंटीजर भी स्टोर किया, मैंने यहाँ पे स्ट्रिंग को भी स्टोर किया, मैंने यहाँ पे डेसिमल वैल्यू को भी स्टोर किया. तो मैंने बहुत सारे डिफरेंट वैल्यूज को यहाँ पे स्टोर किया है. अब फर्दर मैं क्या करूंगी, यहाँ पे अब बहुत सारे फंक्शंस हैं जो आप लिस्ट पे कर सकते हो. ठीक है? अभी मैं आपको इंडेक्सिंग नहीं पढ़ा रही हूँ, इंडेक्सिंग में आपको कल डिटेल में पढ़ाऊंगी. ठीक है? तो तब मैं आपको इंडेक्सिंग वाली सारी चीजें बताने वाली हूँ. ओके. अभी के लिए लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड योर अदर थिंग, जो कि हम लोग थोड़ा सा टपल के बारे में देखते हैं कि टपल क्या होते हैं फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल। ठीक है, मैं डिटेल आपको क्या क्या फंक्शंस आपके लिस्ट में हैं, क्या क्या चीजें आप कर सकते हो, सारा चीजें आई वुड एक्सप्लेन यू, बट मुझे एक बार ही लेट मी हैव विद यू द टपल्स फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल। सो टपल्स क्या होते हैं? टपल्स भी सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ अ डेटा स्ट्रक्चर होते हैं, जिसमें कि आप बहुत सारी वैल्यूज को एक बारी में स्टोर कर सकते हो। नो इश्यूज टाइगर, इट्स कंप्लीटली ओके। यस निशु, एब्सोल्युटली। इंडेक्सिंग और स्लाइसिंग तो आपका सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, बिकॉज जब आप आगे मशीन लर्निंग वगैरह में जाओगे ना, तो ये आपको बहुत मिलेगा वहां पे। It's very 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 important for you to understand indexing or slicing. Now talking about your tuples, so tuples भी आपके सेम तरीके के डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं, जिसमें कि आप बहुत सारा अलग अलग वैल्यूज स्टोर कर सकते हो। ठीक है, टपल्स को आप राउंड ब्रैकेट से डिनोट करते हो। इसके अंदर भी आप डिफरेंट डेटा टाइप्स स्टोर कर सकते हो, लेट्स से ABC, okay, let's say 87.2. फिर मेरे को कोई let's say I want to store any kind of one second, yeah, let's say I want to store any other thing, let's say learn. ठीक है, LEA learn, like that. So this is what the tuple is. अब मैं अगर इसको प्रिंट करती हूँ, तो प्रिंट my underscore tuples, एंड इफ आई रन अगेन, मुझे एज अ रिजल्ट मेरा टपल आउटपुट मिल जाएगा। अब लिस्ट और टपल्स काफी कुछ हद तक एक जैसे ही हैं, मतलब कि लिस्ट में भी तुम अलग अलग डेटा टाइप्स को स्टोर कर सकते हो, टपल्स में भी अलग अलग डेटा टाइप को स्टोर कर सकते हो। ठीक है, बट अब किस सिचुएशन में लिस्ट यूज करना है, किस सिचुएशन में टपल को यूज करना है, दोनों के बीच में क्या डिफरेंस है। नाउ दिस इज द थिंग जो कि आता है हमारे पास, ठीक है, टू अंडरस्टैंड। सो इफ वी टॉक अबाउट कि लिस्ट एंड टपल्स में डिफरेंस क्या है, सबसे पहला और सबसे बड़ा डिफरेंस है कि लिस्ट आर म्यूटेबल एंड टपल्स आर इम्यूटेबल। म्यूटेबल इम्यूटेबल का मतलब कि लिस्ट को अगर तुम चाहो ना, तुम एक बार डिक्लेयर करने के बाद लिस्ट को चेंज कर सकते हो। मतलब लेट्स से तुमको कोई वैल्यू रिप्लेस करनी है, तुमको कोई स्ट्रिंग को रिमूव करना है लिस्ट में से, तो तुम वो सारी चीजें फंक्शंस की हेल्प से कर सकते हो। बट अगर तुम टपल्स की बात करो, तो तुम एक बार टपल को डिक्लेयर करने के बाद किसी भी फंक्शन की हेल्प से ना तो कोई वैल्यू हटा सकते हो, ना कोई वैल्यू ऐड कर सकते हो। ये चीजें अलाउड नहीं होती हैं टपल्स में। ठीक है, तो ये सबसे बड़ा डिफरेंस है लिस्ट और टपल्स में, कि लिस्ट आपके म्यूटेबल्स होते हैं और टपल्स आपके इम्यूटेबल होते हैं। फाइन, okay Nishu, if you have only one element in tuple, then how to create it? See Nishu, if you have only one element, then why is the need for creating a tuple? बिकॉज टपल्स तो बस तभी यूज करते हो जब तुमको बहुत सारे डेटा टाइप्स को स्टोर करना होता है, उसके सिवा टपल कहीं पे भी यूज नहीं आता है। क्योंकि ना तो तुम टपल में कुछ एडिट कर सकते हो, ना तो तुम उसमें कुछ ऐड कर सकते हो, ना रिमूव कर सकते हो, कोई फंक्शंस उसमें तुम यूज नहीं कर सकते हो। तो कोई मतलब नहीं होता है कि उसको यूज करने के, जब तुमको एक एलिमेंट स्टोर करना हो, तुमको बहुत सारे एलिमेंट्स को स्टोर करना हो, उस केस में तुम यूज कर सकते हो इसको टपल्स को बहुत आसानी से। ठीक है, AI 9333, आई एम नॉट श्योर कि वॉइस इको हो रहा है कि नहीं। आई रिक्वेस्ट यू कि वंस एक बारी जस्ट ट्राई टू जस्ट वंस अगेन ना चेक एवरीथिंग एट योर एंड कि is that like everything is going fine or not. Okay, so I just request you to rejoin it once. Okay, give me a minute guys. Great. So as I was talking about the list and tuple, ये difference होता है। अब list में क्या क्या functions तुम use कर सकते हो, ठीक है, क्या क्या चीजें use कर सकते हो, क्या क्या methods होते हैं, what functions are done। टपल्स में तुम क्या क्या कर सकते हो, क्या नहीं, ये सारी की सारी चीजें हम लोग कल डिस्कस करेंगे। ठीक है, तो फॉर टुडे हम लोगों ने फॉर टुडे हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे आज डिस्कस किया आपका सबसे पहले कीवर्ड्स और आइडेंटिफायर्स के बीच, इंटीजर एंड डबल. ठीक है भानु, श्योर, आई जस्ट गिव मी अ मिनट. ओके, हम लोगों ने आज यहाँ पे डिस्कस किया आपका लिस्ट, और सॉरी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी डिस्कस अबाउट योर कीवर्ड्स और आइडेंटिफायर्स. ठीक है, कीवर्ड्स क्या होता है, आइडेंटिफायर्स क्या होते हैं, क्या रूल्स होते हैं. देन हम लोग डेटा टाइप्स पे है कि डेटा टाइप्स क्या होते हैं, कितने टाइप के होते हैं. फिर हमने डिस्कस किया टाइप कन्वर्जन, इम्प्लिसिट एक्सप्लिसिट टाइप कन्वर्जन. फिर हम लोग ने लिस्ट और टपल्स को देखा. अब कल हम लोग लिस्ट और टपल्स वगैरह को डिटेल में देखेंगे विद एवरी फंक्शन, क्या क्या अप्लाई हो सकता है. और कल हम लोग डिक्शनरी और सेट्स को भी डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. ठीक है, सो भानु लिसन, इंटीजर, डबल, तुम्हारे जो भी डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ द डेटा टाइप्स है ना, इनमें सबसे ज्यादा जो डिफरेंस होता है वो बाइट्स का होता है. ठीक है, इंटीजर, डबल और डबल इंटीजर, ये सब जितने भी हैं इनमें सिर्फ एक बेसिक डिफरेंस होता है, वो होता है आपके बाइट्स का. ठीक है, तो उसको भी हम लोग फर्दर डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे इन द अपकमिंग लाइव सेशंस कि हाउ मेनी बाइट्स आर स्टोर्ड इन व्हाट रिस्पेक्टिव थिंग, और मे बी व्हाटएवर इज द थिंग, राइट, दैट इज द आइडिया. Great. So again I would repeat, today at 9 PM I am starting with machine learning. आपके GATE 2024 DS and AI के syllabus के according मैं start कर रही हूँ machine learning आज से at 9 PM in the night. और for that वो special classes में होने वाला है, YouTube live नहीं होगा. So आपको description में जाके link मिल जाएगा जो स्पेशल क्लास होने वाली है. सो यू कैन जस्ट चेक ओवर दैट लिंक और आप उस लिंक से ज्वाइन कर सकते हो मुझको आज 9 बजे मशीन लर्निंग स्टार्ट करने के लिए. ठीक है, दैट्स द थिंग. ग्रेट. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट वन मोर थिंग, टुमारो आई एम कमिंग लाइव एट 1 PM in the afternoon. Okay, in the evening I have some other things to, actually I'm traveling tomorrow in the evening. So because of that मैं आपको कोई भी क्लास मिस नहीं करना चाहती थी. दैट इज द रीजन कल मैं 1 बजे दोपहर को लाइव आएंगे यहाँ पे सेम चैनल पे, जहाँ पे हम लोग फर्दर यहाँ पे लिस्ट, टपल, डिक्शनरी सेट्स के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है, सो आई रिक्वेस्ट एवरीवन फॉर टुमारो जस्ट ट्राई टू मैनेज एंड ज्वाइन एट 1 PM in the afternoon. ओके, एंड देन फिर उसके बाद से हम लोग अपना जो सेम टाइम था 7 PM सेम उस पर चलते रहेंगे. ओके, Aditya, prerequisite, no prerequisites Aditya, nothing you require, just join in, that will be more than enough. ठीक है, no prerequisites are for ML class. As I said ना कि मैं कोई भी टॉपिक पढ़ाऊंगी, I'll be starting from the very scratch. ठीक है, so whoever wants to join, you can join over that class. ठीक है, no prerequisites, nothing, just join with your laptop, a copy and a pen. Okay, so I hope today हम लोगों ने जो भी डिस्कस किया सारी चीजें आप लोगों को क्लियर हुई होंगी अच्छे से. Whatever we discussed, आपने practical implementations भी किए होंगे मेरे साथ. So I guess that's all from my side for you all today. So I'll see you at 9 again for the special class onto your apps. Okay, so do join for machine learning as well. We'll start over there. So thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you for this session. I'll see you all tomorrow, or maybe who is joining in today after half an hour. I'll see you all at 9 today. Okay, bye bye guys and take care.